Hello and welcome to my AidanEyewitness channel. My name's Aidan O'Rourke. I always wanted to fly an airliner, but it never worked out. Until now. 2 hours in the flight simulator was my birthday present to myself, and I wanted to make a video about it. I love to photograph and video the city from ground level, but I also like aerial views. So how detailed are the simulator views? Watch as we fly over Manchester and Liverpool. Which airport did I fly to? As a child, my very first flight was from this airport to Manchester. And do you know the price of an Airbus side stick? If you don't know already, it might shock you. So let's go to our starting point, exactly 7 nautical miles north of here.
Salford Quays, once the Manchester docks, today transformed, but unlike the London Docklands, there's no airport here. And yet, if I told you that from here you can fly to any airport in the world, and it will only take you a few seconds, you would know, of course, that I'm talking about the flight simulator in Salford Quays. It's in Media City, a place where fantasy becomes real. Our fantasy is to pilot a passenger jet airliner and bring it back down safely onto the ground. This is our gateway to the skies. We go up the stairs and into the cockpit. At first the cockpit seems empty and dark, but then we switch on the power and all the lights come on. Outside we can see the iconic 1962 terminal and control tower of Manchester Airport. It's a fairly accurate representation of the buildings, a kind of alternative Manchester Airport. The controls seem confusing, but our experienced instructor and airline pilot, Alan, tells us exactly what to do. Programmed into the simulator are 25,000 airfields around the world. The most popular are the former Kai Tak Airport in Hong Kong, also Innsbruck and Madeira. After pushback, we steer the A320 along the taxiway. After many times as an observer, and also as a passenger, I am now the pilot. After final checks, we roll down the runway and soon leave the ground behind. Below, the River Mersey, and our first glimpse of Liverpool John Lennon Airport. Then Liverpool, the Mersey and the Wirral. That's the M53, the former docks, Wallasey, New Brighton, and we're heading out over the sea. We're flying to Dublin, my most frequent destination. My first flight as a child was from Dublin to Manchester. Soon we are approaching Dublin. The twin chimneys are its most visible landmark, and I'm about to experience my very first landing.
Coming down as it is. It's coming down just absolutely fine. He's forward, he's forward. Push forward a little bit. Just get the nose down, that's it. 4 feet, well done. Back on the thrust levers.
The simulator is reprogrammed. We're pointing east, and after pre-checks, it's V2, rotation, and we're heading up into the sky again. After one last glimpse of the Dublin chimneys, we head across the water. And soon we're above the River Dee. Wales is on the right, that's the Wirral below us, and across the Mersey, Liverpool city centre. The model is not very detailed. I'd like more detail, but hopefully that will come with future upgrades of the software. Now we're flying over Liverpool John Lennon Airport. The sensation of flight is totally convincing. The engine noise realistic and very satisfying. Audenshaw reservoirs and the M60 are clearly visible below us. Now we're on final approach over Stockport, Edgeley, Cheadle and Heel Green. I feel a bit overwhelmed by it all, but the plane is now under my control and it's up to me to land the aircraft. I'm flying the plane using the side stick, which by the way costs €50,000 new, 3,000 second hand.
Thanks. Back safely on the ground.
It was. Safe landing.
Yep, goes back at Manchester. Everyone should get the chance to fly an airliner. Simulator Adventures makes it possible. In the words of the guy who was in before us, that really blew my mind. This is not a paid promotion, by the way. It's an independent review, but if you do decide to fly in the simulator in Salford Quays, let them know you saw it on AidanEyewitness. So, vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen. Many thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, click the bell button for notifications, and bis bald. See you soon.